Housing to crash by 200,000. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because we have another prediction coming from a big bank of a huge crash in housing. Let's check it out to see what we think about it. NAB predicts a 200k plus plummet in Melbourne's house prices value by the end of 2023. The typical house could have almost a quarter of its value wiped out by the end of 23, one of the nation's biggest bank's forecasts. Melbourne's typical house could have almost a quarter of its value wiped after one of the nation's biggest banks forecast a more than 200,000 market crunch. NAB on Tuesday extended already dire predictions for the city's homeowners, now expecting a whopping 201,000 or 23% plunge from the 875,000 a typical house was worth in January. The bank's predictions come true, if they do, the city could have a 673,000 median house value by December 2023. Now that's still not 6 times the average wage. Still higher than that. Average wage, 90 grand, give or take. 6 times that is 540. We're not quite there yet. So it would be significantly more affordable for many people, and there'd be a lot of people stuck in negative equity if they bought at these insane levels. And they'll feel terrible. But it's potentially good news for struggling home buyers, as it could bring house values into line with heavily reduced borrowing capacities that has already plunged more than $100,000 off the back of soaring interest rates, even for those hoping to borrow as little as $500,000. After 6 interest rate hikes this year alone, NAB Group Chief Economist Alan Oster said rate rises were the main driver behind the forecast, with concerns over both falling home values and higher mortgage repayments likely to reduce buyer demand. As the rate hikes continue to bite, Mr. Oster warned homeowners would pay an average $500 to $550 more a month. The bank has added an extra 1.2% to its June price decline forecast for houses and units combined this year, and hasn't changed its earlier tip of a 14.1% plunge next year. It comes after last week's property track price index revealed the city's typical house price had already fallen 5% from its peak in March this year. Counter to the NAB's forecast, Ray White economist Nerida Conisbee said she believes the worst of price falls were now behind us. I think there's been quite a lot of change in regards to the outlook for inflation, Ms. Conisbee said. Fuel prices have come back, supply changes are becoming unblocked, and shipping costs are back down. She's right. You can't argue with that. She's right there. Although Australia was in good shape, she noted we were not immune to ongoing inflation issues such as the UK and United States. A separate NAB survey released on Thursday revealed borrowing capacity had become buyers' most important factor when purchasing a home, according to more than 4 in 5 property professionals. Affordability and rising interest rates are absolutely part of the equation for home buyers, NAB Home Ownership Executive Andy Kerr said. In a rising rate environment where people are uncertain on whether the rising rate cycle will end or where it will end, Australians are more cautious than ever. So let's have a talk about this one. 2 predictions, one from the bank of property plunging in Melbourne by hundreds of thousands of dollars, getting close, not at, 6 times median income. And then another from an economist, for a real estate organisation, saying the worst is behind us. She's got good arguments backing her up, but what do you think? Or could this be just the banks, sowing the seeds for more market intervention from the government, or am I becoming too cynical? Let me know your opinion on this one, guys. I don't know which way it's going to go. I know if we have drastic falls, the government won't let it fall too much. And is 200k a significant fall? It'd make housing more affordable, that's for sure. As always, thanks for watching. Check out my other channels, HeiseBim and HeiseSays International. If you want to support us, you can financially on YouTube or Patreon, using our referral links, buying our pocket squares, or calling us if you need an architect. Take care, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.